Oh my god, I can't believe it. I'm gonna jump on my bed. That was stressful. I quit my job. So, I guess I should give a little bit of context. I have worked as an engineer for the past 5 years, and then for the past 3 years, I have been doing NBA dance on top of that. And then for the past year, I also added YouTube. I've been chronically burnt out for the past 3 years. So a lot of this decision to leave my job was for the sake of like my mental health and my sanity, but also it had a lot to do with like wanting to be an artist and wanting to chase my dreams. Social media can make it seem really appealing to just like quit your job. It's dumb, but I think it's so much more complicated than that. I've been working at this company for 5 years and I am giving all of that up to chase something that I don't even know if it's gonna work out, but I have a deep-seated belief in myself right now that I can do it, that I can make it work. And yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. My computer is installing a system update. Cool. I have 3 minutes until my meeting with HR, so we will see if that's a problem. This is my career woman shirt. I put this on and instantly I know more about my job than I did before. 8:59. Are you gonna turn on or are you not? Let's decide here. Yeah, we've got a plan for that. Coming back after this summer was very stressful for me. Turns out that was not a call with HR, so I did not need the formal shirt. It's like the weirdest thing to go from like coworker to I might never see you again with people. Usually with your coworkers, you're just like, hey, how are you? And then you're like talking about, I don't know, their kid's soccer tournament. And you're like, cool. All right, well, see you around. So casual. And then suddenly one day, your coworkers are like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna actually miss you so much. Why do my bangs look like this? I feel like I look like Dwight right now. This is not the first time that I've considered leaving my job. Like in August, I fully was convinced I was gonna quit my job. I went through a really difficult summer in my personal life, and when I came back to work, I was like, I cannot handle this. I was trying to go back to full-time engineering, part-time NBA dance, and running my YouTube channel and trying to start my art shop. And I had done full-time engineering and dance for 2 years at this point, but I think like adding on the YouTube and the art really just pushed me over the edge, and I was like, I can't do this. I actually do have some clips from when I thought I was gonna leave my job in August. I came to the lake to try to think about all the emotions that are running through me. A huge part of me doesn't really know why I feel so pulled to do this, but I don't want to regret not doing this. I think that's the biggest thing. I'm really, really grateful that I was able to go down to 20 hours a week. I think it was really mutually beneficial between me and my employer. I was only making like $300 a month from YouTube, and I was making no money from my art at that point. So the thought of quitting my job and having no income from really any sources was very scary for me. I'm really, really grateful that I was able to build these things up while I was still working my 9 to 5. But that's not to say that like this is the path that everyone needs to go down. I've had this pile of junk here for ever since I moved in, and I try to just cover it with this pillowcase. I'm about to have therapy. Before I have my sessions, I like to kind of word vomit what's been on my mind lately. I'm gonna go through this and see if there's anything I want to talk about. It's crazy how much using a cheap notebook has encouraged me to journal a lot, and I feel like I've been really like raw and honest in here, which is something that I feel like I always struggle with whenever I'm journaling. So yeah, hopefully this will be a good guide for therapy today. Hopefully I'll feel better after. That would be cool. Therapy has been so tremendously helpful for me while I've been navigating this decision to leave, because leaving my job I thought was just kind of like a superficial decision about like how I was gonna be navigating my career, but actually it's been like very challenging in terms of redefining who I am as a person. Like, I am not Gabby the engineer, I am Gabby, and who do I want to be? I want to talk a little bit about the reasons why I feel like I was finally able to make this decision. I felt like for a while I was ready to do it. Like, I had built up my YouTube channel, I had saved up the money, I had all of my pieces in place, but I just needed that extra push to feel like I could believe in myself. So I have some notes on my phone, just kind of like the bullet points on the thought process that I have had that's helped me decide to leave my job. I feel like I am running towards something rather than just running away from my job. Deep down, I think I've known for a long time that I want to try something else besides engineering, and it took a lot of soul searching and a lot of reflection to figure out what that thing is that I want to go chase. I haven't achieved the dream yet of being able to fully support myself for my art. With the added time I will have from no longer being an engineer, I really feel like I could make it happen, and I feel like I am running towards that dream of being a full-time artist rather than just feeling like I'm running away from a job I don't like. Okay, what's next on my list? I wrote centering my creativity for the first time instead of treating it like the lowest priority. I'm really excited for like art and my own business and my YouTube channel to really take priority. I'm really excited to see what I can create when I have a little bit more pressure on myself to be creative every day, and I have more time to play around and yeah, just like mess with different ideas. I think it'll be really cool. I think it's really easy when you're not making money from your art for it to just go to the bottom of your to-do list and then inevitably you never do it. I think that as artists balancing other jobs, it can be really easy for us to beat ourselves up about not being a good artist, but like at the end of the day, you're also trying to survive as a human in the society where you need to make money. I wrote down anxiety about money, healthcare, depending on my creativity. Those fears that I have around money and surviving in this world as an artist are really valid. And like, it's probably gonna be hard, but no matter what path I go down, I feel like life always has the shitty parts, you know what I mean? And if the shitty part of being an artist is having to find my own healthcare and maybe not knowing where my next paycheck is gonna come from, that's just the price that I have to pay in order to be able to like paint until 2 a.m. if I want to. I don't know, I feel like that is a worthwhile trade-off for me. So I think another thing that really helped me, and I think this is a very cliche piece of advice, is to think about what your older self would tell you. I was listening to a podcast once and they were talking about like, when you're 80 years old and you look back on your life, like which choice will you be happier with? And I knew without a doubt that 80-year-old me is gonna look back and be really proud of myself for making this choice. I've just really started to appreciate how short life is and how you truly only get one life. From my perspective, like this is my one go, and I will be so grateful to myself when I'm looking back at my life and I'm thinking about the fact that I decided to take a chance on my dreams, even though it's really scary and it gives me a lot of anxiety. Another way I've been trying to look at this is I've been thinking about what would me as a child want for current me. If I could ask 7-year-old Gabby, hey, do you think I should quit my job? What would she say? And like, she's a 7-year-old. She doesn't really have a concept of money or taxes or anything like that. But I feel like she would have been so excited to hear that this is what I'm doing. I was like such a goofy little kid. I would always walk around in like wigs and my mom's shoes. And I loved drawing, I loved decorating, I loved fashion. And I think that 7-year-old me would be really pumped about the fact that I draw ducks and am goofy on the internet for a living now. Years where I felt lost did so much for building my character and building who I am now. And I truly feel like if I didn't have all of the experiences that I've had so far in my life, like I would not be talking to you in a YouTube video. I don't know. I feel like everything I said was just so corny and cheesy, but it comes from the heart, and I just really want you to celebrate where you're at right now. I think that's so important. So yeah, I know that this was a lot of me just talking about like my feelings, but my feelings are most of the reason why I decided to quit my job. This was definitely more of a decision I was making with my heart rather than with my brain. So if you have any questions about switching careers or quitting your job to pursue something creative, pursue your dreams, please let me know, because I would love to maybe make like a Q&A or something about it. I don't know if that would be fun for you. And I just really want to be a resource because I struggled with this so hard. I feel like that's kind of been my journey. A lot of struggling, and I feel like I figured some things out, but I'm still struggling with other things. So, ooh, this lighting is so like dramatic. I'm gonna get out of it though. I think it's like a little too much. Hello. I have been editing all night, all day, all night. As of filming this, I have 3 days left of being an engineer, and still hasn't really hit me. I don't know. I feel weird. My art shop is going to launch sometime in April. Keep your eyes peeled for that. I have really cute stickers and prints and tote bags that are gonna be up there. I will keep you posted here and over on Instagram with more details about it. And I also wanted to take a moment to thank my patrons. I always appreciate your support so much. If you wanna go check out the Patreon, I make an exclusive video and podcast episode every single month over there. It's very fun, very casual, very cool. And we also have a Discord where we chat, and it's really fun and cool. Thank you so much for watching until the end. I super appreciate it. And remember that you rock, and I will talk to you very soon. Bye. One of my first videos that did well in the algorithm, I asked everyone at the end their opinion on pickles. So in honor of me quitting my job to become a full-time artist and YouTuber, let me know if you like pickles, and let me know if you have any questions about quitting your job. Okay, that seems like a good outro. Also, check out this ring.